Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy 2. Last time, we finished up all the galaxies in World 4. It's happened, it finally happened. My luck has turned, as did that die. We finished up every galaxy in World 4 except Bowser himself, and you know what that means? No, we did all the prankster comments already. This time, we're finishing off World 4 as a whole. I said I wanted to come back and talk to this dude. I kind of dig those Goomba guys. For all the respawning one-ups on Starship Mario, he's not one of them. You from Chesapeake, cause you a cheapskate. That's not even clever. I just said that because the first time that I ever read the name Chesapeake, I thought it said cheapskate. And I've forever thought that it reminded me of that just for that one experience and that one experience alone. Anyway, World 4 might not have been as pretty as the delicate and tranquil World 3, which it actually has a lot of shooting stars in it, so never mind, that's actually quite dangerous by comparison to just seeing a galaxy from much further away. You're a lot closer to the action of things that could actually kill you. So, never mind. In we go to Bowser's Gravity Gauntlet, breaking into Bowser's Castle. His last base wasn't much of a castle, so, yeah, he certainly changed his lack of a castle into not lack of a castle. There's the music again. You know it. You love it. I know it. I love it. To show that you're a regular here, we're just going to do a really gravity trickety triple jump right here. Nice of them to give us coins at the start. Oh, boy. How did I not know that was going to happen? Those gaps very clearly telegraph that. I'm pretty sure they'd even popped up at one point. I was just so focused on the boink and having to do that off of the dry bones. We'll do a long jump here. Making up for our lack of skill there at the beginning. Oh, there we go. Using the gravity to curve around and boink off of the dry bone's head. That's how you know that you're a regular here, you know? You gotta let Bowser know that you're a regular in his club. You gotta get into his Coney Island Disco Palace. That Magic Koopa was floating just barely off of the thing enough that I was able to just walk right under his or her skirt and not have to face any consequences for said action. I just kept running. That's what you should do if you ever walk under somebody's skirt. Just keep moving. Don't stop for anything. Not even if gravity itself changes the rules on you. Well, I stopped moving. Whoa! Remind me to never backflip when that's doing that again. I didn't think that was going to happen. I don't need to be so scared anymore. I'm pretty sure the Magic Koopa's loaded out of the RAM, and by that extension, it no longer exists. I know the secrets to the matter that makes you up, or lack thereof. Nothing up there? Okay, just want to make sure. Whenever there's gaps in the ceiling, you always want to see if there's a trickety-trick wall jump thing that you can turn to. I'll take this cold-boiled one-up, I guess. It's in water, and there's also fire at the same time passing through it. Cheap, cheap. I'm a beep. I want to take these coins. I'm going to be a lot more careful about how I'm moving. I think I was getting a little cocky with just how fun the movement was in that first section, and the whole not wanting to do that. I know that speedruns of this level, they oftentimes will do skips by purposely getting hurt. There is a downright glorious skip in this level that uses the lava, and I am unworthy of it. Instead, I'll just show you a clip of a master runner doing it and give them credit for where credit is due, because I really wish I could do such a thing. There it is. Didn't think I was going to get that one up there because of the 2D locking, but nope, they thought of that. Should have thought of that. Pull to win, and Super Mario Club, and all those people that I said I wanted to be a member of when I was a kid, but then I found out what game testing is actually like as an adult, and I'm sorry, I have so much respect for product testers, but you could not pay me enough to be one. All right. Bonk off of you. Sorry, boink off of you. That's what I refer to it as. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty moxie. Whoa! It's always backflipping! What is it with backflipping? Backflipping never impressed me before. I always thought it was a great movement option. Apparently, it stopped thinking it was so great. Oh, no. Long jump. Gonna swingle around there. I'm just making up words at this point. And then we'll triple jump, make this look really cool, unnecessarily cool, as we grab our one up, and we'll wall jump in the opposite direction. Whoa, that was neat. It just, I can't help but want to backflip and do trickety-trick jumps whenever the gravity is shifting on you, because it just looks downright cool whenever you do it. There's always some things you don't expect. I placed some meteors here. Just ground pound to break the door open. So you're able to conjure these. Spin right there to get a life shroom. Why would you not take it? It doesn't cost 30 star bits. And spin on this other one for some star bits. Damn, that sucked. Okay, well, thankfully he has an endless repository of these. He was lucky to figure out that Bowser built his base on a mine of these meteors. Considering meteors are suspected to be made largely out of platinum, that would be, well, I guess that explains how he gets the funding for a galactic empire. Down it! It broke on the thing. I am having a very strange time of this place. I'm having fun. I don't really think it's been like that. That thing is in a very unfortunate place. Okay. Let's go straight and just barely angle it down. There we go. All right. It's like I'm learning. And that's the end of it.
Huh?
Whoa! It's you! Well, I'd expect as much from my arch nemesis. Your time is up, Mario! Now it's smooshin' time! And time for my huge fist to meet your puny face!
Second verse, a slight variation on the first. He starts off punching the planet. And this time it releases shockwaves that we have to avoid. He's been working out, been pumping those biceps, and it shows. No, actually, you can see the results. Unfortunately, you made me break that coin there. That gives me less health recovery options for later, I'll have you know. Going for the starvation tactics, I see. Just trying to starve me out of this. Gonna make these rain down, which also release shockwaves, giving us more things to have to deal with. You're gonna punch the planet, and then kerpow, right into the bicep. Break down that very thing that he spent so much time building up. There's that punch. And I gotta say, normally, I guess maybe not, I don't want to say normally though, but traditionally I've been kind of a critic of boss fights where if the boss didn't just do that one attack that you can always counter every time, then they would win and there's nothing you can do to them. Normally I feel that way. But for old Bowsy here, it actually gets a free pass from me. I'll explain why. The fact that Bowser and Mario have been enemies for so long and their battles against each other is just so timeless and iconic, I think it makes sense that from kind of an ego perspective, when he's this big, naturally the first thing he would want to do is just crush him with his bare hand and get in a good punch. So for that reason, just because it feels in character for him, I don't mind it quite as much. I could see him getting kind of short-sighted about that, and Bowser Jr., I would say, is the more clever out of the two bad guys, where he's always building machines and stuff, whereas Bowser doesn't really go that approach. He prefers to beat you himself. I think that makes a lot more sense, and you know, we still have a threatening bad guy in Bowser Jr. who doesn't do that. It's just kind of his pops that has an ego issue. Right in the leg!
What? How? Whatever. My master plan is too far along now, Mario. You can't stop me.
Our fourth grand star. Really quick, I have to know. Nothing. Okay. I had to know. Now we can save the world. A portal to the next world opened up! Ooh. I'd say that thing should at least be worth 5 stars. But I don't want our adventure to be over and for us to get to 120 too fast. Great work out there, pal. You did it. You found the 4th grand star. You fought that Bowser monster again? You look a little bit more banged up than last time. I didn't get hit. He's getting stronger, eh? We need to stop Bowser before he gets any more powerful. All right, then. Let's hit it. On the double. Cap him. Out of a tranquil spiral galaxy into the same thing 10,000 times. This place looks like it might be pretty well protected. I bet you we're moving right in on the enemy's home base. What do you say we drop in unannounced? Maybe the baddies will have snacks for us when we show up. All right, it's all up to you, Cap 'em. So the first of these is what? Space Storm Galaxy, okay. I say we just go into it. This is the first time in a while that both times that we've selected a new level, it's just been one option. Follow me, Bob-omb. No, I'm not hitting on you. I'm sorry, it's just, you know, okay, I don't mean to sound like I'm too paranoid about people getting the wrong idea about Luigi. Hey bro, you're looking for a star around here? You want me to take over for a little while? This lighting is awesome. Okay, yeah, we'll let you switch in. Okay. With your very cool looking pants in this lighting engine, I'm saying I don't want people to get the wrong idea about me. It's not that I have anything against Bob-ombs. I just have a thing against being in relationships, you know, long term with people that explode after a few seconds of you being close to them. It's not that I don't like you, it's just, you know, I gotta find someone who can commit, you know? We'll do a fun little ground pound right there, and Luigi having greater jumping capabilities, I think is gonna be really fun on these cylinders, because long jumping on them is beyond a blast. It's just so fun to do. We've been getting a lot of interesting gravity mechanics, and I've been kind of glad to see that, because it's been a lot of flat planets and clear blue skies, and not really a whole lot of crazy spacey stuff that you would only see in this world. So I'm very happy that we're getting back on track with this stuff. I do like the flat planets and kind of the more, like, I guess, design stuff. Oh, no! No! I am finding very fascinating ways to die, and the root cause is just having too much fun with the gravity mechanics. So you know what that means. No fun allowed. I hereby forbid it. That's the root cause of all of my problems. We'll have the Bob-omb wiggle and waddle after us. And then we gotta keep him moving. He barely does it. Okay. From here, I'll just show that that wraps around. So again, cylinders really seem to be the thing here. Very unorthodox shape for a base. What do you say? Now I can go outside. I'll give you a hint for helping me. You can stop that Bob-omb with a spin, then pick him up and shake the plastic vibrator to throw. Well, let's test it out right now. Well, that looked cool. I got to be a cool guy that didn't look at an explosion while blasting off into space. Doesn't get much more unnecessarily badass than that. The little ones are top minis. They're so cute. Spin to kill. And the big ones are top men. They're quite a bit more involved, so if you'd be so kind. For one, they spin you around, as do the little ones. But if I can talk about anything that's unique about them, well, okay, maybe I'll just opt to talk about it because they're not coming over. You gotta knock them into those electrical obstacles. Otherwise, they will not die. They just simply spin out for a little bit, and then that's it. Throw that. Do explosions beat you? Well, I guess we'll never know. Okay. I'm finding out a lot about a lot of little enemy properties. I didn't know that the spin drill beats fuzzies, actually. Some of you were telling me about that from a little while ago, and I don't know when we're gonna really see fuzzies with the spin drill again, so I wanted to kind of draw attention to that for a second while I was thinking about it. Those are electro shooters. I reiterate, Flood got robbed. That really would be a good power-up for Flood if they ever wanted to bring him back. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, if anybody from Nintendo happens to be watching this, which I know you can't take unsolicited game ideas, so I've just doomed us all to never have that concept ever again if they are, so hopefully, please, nobody from Nintendo is watching this, otherwise I have doomed us all to oblivion to never get a Super Mario Sunshine remake. Okay, I feel better now. Star time! And this lighting engine is glorious. Well, our star count is now 69. Oh, and ghosts. That was also a thing that you corrected me on. Seems to be a running theme today. Dying a lot and getting corrected a lot. Yeah, I'm always growing. Well, they certainly wanted to make up for us only having one option for 2 whole missions in a row. Wow. I was going to say that ghosts, they are not your fastest time beating the level as Luigi. Instead, it's a ghost of Luigi showing you some cool movement tricks and maybe even showing you some secret areas as well. Generally, just a very optimal playthrough of a level that tries to get as many things as possible and very quickly. It can show you little things that you've missed in a stage, so that's a further incentive to keep playing as Luigi. Mission number 2, to the top of Topman's Tower. If only of began with T, then you would have a perfect combo.
Yes.
We're starting out similarly, and oh, the music is buoy bass. I was gonna talk about the song in the last mission. Oh well, you have a YouTube, you can go listen to it. I mean, I know that you do, because it's how you're watching this, unless you're watching an illegal re-upload on a porn site. You think I'm joking, but no, that's actually a problem that I really have. Please do not go look up what that is if you are too young to know what that is. Please, otherwise your parents will be very upset with me, and we all know how big of a problem child friendliness is nowadays. Problems on YouTube, that's another theme that we're having today. So the main theme is that you hit those switches, you slow down time, and it makes all these moving parts and instant death traps a lot more manageable. That is certainly good, but you want to know what's even better. If I can do it. I was going to show that well-placed long jumps are even better than doing that. With all sorts of well-placed long jumps, it's not even necessary to slow down time, and you can just find your own pathway up this tower. It's a lot easier than before. Like I said, really good right here. Well-placed backflip will get you up this way without even having to deal with the thwomps. It's very precise timing, however, and I don't have a lot of confidence in my ability to not get smooshed instantly. So I don't want it to be smooshing time now or later. I don't want to give Bowser his greatest wish, so I'm going to do that. These ground pound switches that you used to slow down time originally looked very different earlier in development from the E3 trailer, and I'd like to show those now because they're pretty cool looking, I have to say. I kind of wish we got to keep those versions. Just gotta go around, swing your partner, do-si-do. It actually is squares on the ground, so that makes perfect sense this time, and I'm not just whistling Dixie. Ah, another theme. Country music analogies. I'm so sorry. I need to stop these before they get out of control because they're getting progressively worse with time. I don't think we could go lower than YouTube problems, though, if we landed on country music. Okay, up we go. Okay. All right. That's all right. That's okay. I guess if I'm gonna show more, if I can talk about speedrunning tactics. What is it with the repeating trends coming back all the time? I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. Wall jumping up this tower is very possible if you are good. I'm gonna stop pretending like I can do this and just ground pound. I wanted to give it an honest effort. I've been kind of trying to pull off the cool tricks as I've been able to, though, but I'm guessing this one's less about reacting to these platforms moving around and just getting the optimal pathway down to muscle memory. That's what I would kind of guess. You can finagle your way up for a little bit, even without experience. Like, doing a little bit of platforming with these mechanics isn't that bad. Probably gonna need to hit that switch again here in a sec, because I'm just wasting a lot of time. Yeah, not gonna work. On the note of Mario also getting zapped so much. Okay, it's not really that funny anymore. All right, so with Mario getting zapped so much, I wanted to talk about his skeleton model. It became somewhat of a running gag that when he gets zapped, he has a skeleton model starting with the Galaxy games. And in addition to that, his skeleton model actually had some new animations that were added for Galaxy 2, but they go unused. It's the skeleton model getting broken apart, laying on the ground for a second, and then reforming. Yeah, like a dry bones. Which, that would go on to be a power-up in Super Mario Maker 2, and that implies that the idea might have existed even this far back, where you could use that to get invincibility frames, where maybe in an auto-scrolling level you were going to pass through certain death, but you could just break into a pile of bones in order to do that. It's an interesting enough suit for Mario, and I could see it definitely working. All right, well, that's right. We have a new scenic vista to look at here. Well, okay. I guess you want to look at this vista and you don't want me to talk anymore, so I'll leave you to what you rightfully deserve. Next time on Super Mario Galaxy 2, we continue on into the endless, everlasting world out here. See you guys then.